Hi, everybody. So for today's activity, you've all got your circles with you. I've got my fabulous top to my soup from my lunch, and you've all got a piece of string or something that functions like a piece of string. Using your piece of string, and I'm going to start first with the circumference of your circle. And of course, the circumference is the distance around the outside of your circle. Also measure the diameter, which is the distance from one side to another through the center. And then you're going to take your piece of string and put it next to the ruler and actually get your answer. So if I were to measure with my piece of string, which is also conveniently a computer charger, and then I go to my ruler and see how long this is, and that's my circumference. And then I do the same for the diameter. Everybody got your measurements? You've got your circumference and you've got your diameter jotted down somewhere? How did you do it? How did you find the circumference? How did you find the diameter? What was your process?
My string is actually organic dental floss, and I'm using this canister that I use that holds cotton pads. Everything was from my bathroom cabinet, and like because of the sort of waxiness on it, I sort of made a little indentation, and then that I pulled it over to my tape measure, and that helped me make sure I was mapping out exactly what I had measured around the canister.
I used a plate and a computer cord. Thank you, Aletta. So my measurements are my unit of measure is actually marker length. So the circumference of my plate is actually 6 markers.
What do you notice about the relationship between the length of the length of the circumference and the length of the diameter?
Circumference is greater than diameter.
I said the diameter is about a third of the circumference.
I think I just wrote words like connected and adjacent.
I also wrote it is longer to go around than across.
What is the number pi?
3.1415.
And oftentimes when we learn about pi in school, we just learn it. 3.14 times diameter equals circumference. Why does it work? Because the textbook says so. But most of us, I would argue, were taught geometry that way. You plug the numbers in, you get the answer, you get the points for the problem, you move on. So we have just derived in a very, very simple way pi. We discovered, and we had lots of ways of expressing it, that the relationship between the length of the distance around a circle and the length of a distance through the center across the diameter is that the way around the circumference is just a little more than 3 times as long as going through the center. And the whole idea behind deriving pi is that the formula for finding pi or finding circumference, radius, diameter is not something that somebody invented. It exists in nature, and so often when we learn math, we learn it as if somebody invented this random formula that you just have to memorize for no reason, but that's not true.